So why are you recording me? Why are you not telling me you're recording me? Well, the landowner has given permission for it to be used as a path.
Right.
And we can take that permission away from anybody. Me coming into your house and taking pictures of your actual house, you look out the window.
I get it. I've explained to him my body camera is on all day.
Yeah, he doesn't have, apparently he's exempt.
Record without sound, and you can record sound without pictures, but not together without asking permission or letting us know. And you are
I've never heard of that one, my friend. I've heard of GDPR, where
that is GDPR.
you need to know if you're being recorded, and you need to know how to get a copy of the...
Well, looking into private windows.
I'll just phone the police, mate.
All right.
But
what's the difference between this house and your house?
I'm going to go back down there.
You're not flying the drone.
But you've not got our permission, sir. So that's the end of this conversation.
So, guys, here we are back at Chatsworth House on a beautiful Sunday morning. Now, I came here about a week ago. Predominantly, it was dark. It all kicked off unexpectedly. And I felt like I wanted to come back in the daytime, early morning, and get a drone shot with the early morning sun. The river should look pretty good with the mist and the dew on the grass, maybe. I don't know. It should look pretty good anyway. So, came back today, and what I want to do, I want to go inside the house or whatever. I want to go and inquire that idiot who tried to kick the drone and who assaulted me. Well, he put hands on. And as I was on private land at the time, he can't really call it assault, but he did commit an offence of interrupting a drone pilot or interfering, because he clearly knew I was flying and put hands on. But either way, I want to go and meet that guy. I want to go and get an apology from him. I know he won't give it. But basically, I want to get a nice daytime video here. It may go with that one. It may be the same video, or it may not be. I don't know yet. It depends on the length of that one and the length of this one. I don't want to have a video over an hour long, really. So, but we'll see. We'll see. We've came in a little bit of a shortcut here. This pathway cuts past the place where they're taking parking tickets. Look there. Last time I drove in, I had to pay £10 to get past there to park. I blagged it. I just said I need to park my car. I'm not going in the house, and they let me to park up there. But this particular time, I parked off site completely because I don't want to be remembered. I don't want to be, recognised until I'm right up there. And I can see there's actually a tower on top of the hill up there. So that should look pretty good with the drone. Didn't see that the other day. And do have lots of deer up there. Let's have a little zoom into them. There we go, look. What a beautiful view. It's a shame that this bloke had to ruin it, isn't it? Because look what we have here. Public path. So there's nothing they can do right here. So we're going to take off. Yeah, the idea was to take off around here, basically. Which is fine, because it's just told us we're allowed to. Let's walk in the actual pathway up to the house now and see what happens. Policy on drones?
Sorry?
Drones?
No, you can't use drones.
I was going to go by the bridge.
No, you're not allowed to.
Nowhere on the estate. Yeah.
So, yeah, you know the public... where is it? Bridleway over there. The public pathway.
Nowhere on the estate.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go on the pathway.
You can't
Me.
use them.
But I want to fly that
No, you can't.
You can't.
in.
You can't.
You can't.
Why?
You're not allowed to.
Yeah. Do you want me to get security and they'll talk to you?
I don't mind, mate. It's up to you.
Okay.
I'm going to... Oh, do you want me to...
They'll know the full policy on it. They'll be able to explain that to you.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it's fine.
They'll tell you what we do.
Yeah. Have you had many drones go over?
Yeah, they do. but
Oh,
they-
perfect, yeah.
They get stopped. Yeah.
They get stopped, do they?
Yeah.
How do they stop them?
I don't know. Security stop them.
Curious. Ah, okay.
You have to stop them, but
So I noticed
allow them full stop, so...
down there there's like a public pathway cutting through. So I thought if I go on that, if I stay on that myself, then I'm not on the land,
Have
am
a
I?
word with them.
Yeah, that's my theory anyway.
You certainly can't fly over the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah,
No, you're not.
yeah. What, you think I'm not going to go over? Of course, that's what I'm here for. Fly down by the river, round the house. Not obviously in there. Like I'll be high. I'm not going to go in the, you know. You won't see it or you won't hear it, kind of thing. But
You're absolutely not allowed to fly a drone over the state.
as I was saying to the lady, like I think you misunderstood me. I'm going to go on the pathway. I'll stay there.
Yeah.
So I won't be on the land.
Your
It'll just be the
yeah,
drone.
your drone will be.
Yeah, the drone will be up there, basically,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, so your drone will, you cannot do that. So if you do that, the security will be out to move you on.
They can't move me off the pathway, can they? You know what I mean,
Flying
right?
a drone.
By the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
If
there.
you're flying a drone, then they will.
What, so if I go down there and launch it,
Yeah.
and they'll come down there and move me?
Yeah,
But I'm on the public pathway, my friend.
it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
You're flying a drone. You're not allowed to fly a drone over the Chatsworth estate.
Says who? Do you want to get the person down who you're feeding the message from? Because I don't want to get you into an argument when you're not really
No, I'm
part of
just
it, you
telling
know.
And they'll just carry on, and they'll just go more and more senior, and you'll end up at the same place. You cannot fly a drone over this estate.
I've travelled a long way to do it.
Well,
Can you understand that?
you should have read the rules and regulations of visiting this estate.
I checked the law on it. The law says I can do it. I don't know what policy you have actually here in place, but
Well, you go and check.
as I'm going to be off the land when I do it, that policy won't apply to me, right?
It will. It will, if that drone is on the land.
On the land.
Yeah, or in the airspace above
You
it.
understand, right? I'm talking about the
That's what
airspace.
you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand here and argue with you about
But you're wrong,
it.
so you go and do
Oh,
it.
no, I don't
and
wanna
then you'll have
argue.
security
Yeah,
down on you
yeah.
like a ton of bricks. And they'll be
Sorry, say that again.
not
I just heard ton of bricks. Say it again.
You know what I mean. The security will be down to talk to you.
What I want to avoid.
Why don't you go somewhere else and do it?
Well, where else has a setting like here?
True. Yes, that's
There
true.
we go, right?
Yeah.
Would you watch the video if you saw it online?
No,
Would you watch it?
absolutely not.
Why not? Beautiful, right?
Okay.
Anyway, what I'm going to do, what I want to avoid is being interrupted by security or whoever.
You will absolutely be.
Shall I go and have a quick word with them?
No, well,
Because-
won't do you any good.
I just want to avoid them running down to me if I'm already flying.
Yeah, won't do any good.
Can
What-
do, they're in that
Where?
ladder on the wall. They'll
Oh, just there. Okay.
they're on the wall, they'll come
Oh,
out.
okay. Yeah, I can do that. Thank you. Oh. There's a bell there. Hello. Oh, here he is.
I can help you, mate.
I've got a drone.
Yes.
I'm going to go on the pathway, the public pathway, me. So I'll be out there, but the drone
Who are you?
will come across.
Have you got permission?
I'm just doing a YouTube video, mate, on the house, for me.
It's illegal.
Earn some money from the monetisation.
You can't do it, buddy. It's illegal. Genuinely, it's illegal.
It's not illegal, I've checked. But,
You find it is because it's private property. The whole
Right.
lot's private property.
right,
The only place we get this regularly.
yeah.
The fact is, the family still live here. I know you wouldn't believe it, but they do. So it's in effect a private house.
Right.
But
But it has public access, right? I don't mean for the drone, I mean for people.
Yes and no.
Right. Right.
From a legal perspective, the roads are adopted, which means, in theory, under CAA law, you can fly your drone from a roadside. As soon as you're removed from that roadside and you're onto private land, you can't fly your drone without permission. And
I think we're on the same level, on the same wavelength there, mate.
yeah, we are.
So I'm going to go on the public pathway, the bridleway,
Uh,
and I'm going to fly my drone up and across
that's,
over the sort of roof and gardens, river. That tower up there has nothing to do with you, is it?
yeah,
Oh, it is?
yeah, that's owned by us.
Right, go around that, and that's it, really.
Can't do it. Genuinely can't do it.
I spoke to these guys here, and what I said I want to avoid is me going down there, cracking on, security rush down to me. I'm going to be busy flying. I don't want to have that argument when I'm flying.
No. I'm being honourable and honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, the only way I've seen it done here
Yeah.
is if you go back across the bridge, this bridge here.
Yeah.
I'm helping you.
Oh yeah.
Go back across the bridge.
Yeah.
Turn left as if you're going to Matlock, and then you'll find
What, you on about the main road?
the main road.
Right.
And then there is a pull-by area off the main road.
Yeah.
At that point, you're flying your drone quite legally from the main road.
Right.
That's the only way I've ever seen it done.
But then essentially it would still come over the house. So what's the difference?
Because you're flying it from private land as opposed to from public land.
But there's a public pathway down by the bridge. It's just the same principle.
I'm not sure that's a public pathway again.
Right.
I'd have to check that
Okay.
on the OS map, because again, on an OS map, there are the pathways are marked, but if they're marked in pink, they're public. If they're marked as in black and white, they're private.
Right.
So that's again just a technicality. So,
There's a big post on it saying public pathway, so I'm going to go by that. And if it's wrong, then I've done my reasonable, I've
Well,
checked, right?
that
You know what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're saying, but you've checked with me, and I'm saying it's not.
Right,
Okay, so
got you.
your call. Your call, because again,
Are you the main man?
no,
Ah,
I am. Yeah. Short answer, no. If you give yourself half an hour, when he comes back from opening the house up, he'll tell you the same. But he's a policeman,
is he on duty? Or is he working for the house?
working for the house.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
I can wait, I
we've got
can-
2 policemen working for the house. One's in the control room, one's
Wow.
in the lodge.
Wow.
So. Again,
What's that, kind of like undercover for terrorist reasons? and
no,
stuff?
no.
Oh,
It's just.
oh, is it a second job?
It's just their employment, and that's what they do. Yeah, that's
Oh, so they are working here as police officers, but just for you guys, kind of thing.
Well, again, we've still got the Duke of Devonshire here.
Ah, so it's security purposes.
We have a security
Oh, right.
presence.
Fair enough, that's unusual. Hello.
We've signed it out to us.
Will do. Thanks, Sean.
All right, mate, I can have a little walk around and wait if he's going to be back. Yeah.
Yeah, by all means,
'Cause-
give it 30 minutes while he opens up the house.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
let me make some more phone calls for you, because again,
You don't have to make any phone calls. I mean, what for?
no, let me check that. What I'm telling you is right, but I'm pretty
Just
much
make it clear to them. I am going to go over the top of the house. I won't be low, but I'll be over the top,
Yeah. Again, it's
round the sides. I won't go over the market because I'm not really interested in seeing that. So don't worry about that. I know there's
Yeah.
people in there. I won't be in there. It'll be more over there, front, river, tower.
come and knock on my door in 30 minutes.
All right, mate. Thank you. Well, very polite gentleman there.
Hello.
Oh, mate. Ah, somebody else.
Was it?
That was a different guy earlier.
Well, there's more than one of us.
Oh. No, he said to come back about the drone.
All right.
I don't know what he was going to check. Some police officer, or
Yeah.
is that you?
No, I'm not a police officer.
Oh, he said there's 2 police officers on site.
Are you recording me at the moment?
What do you mean?
Are you recording?
I'm not recording you. I am recording today.
Are
Yeah.
you recording me then?
Well, technically you're on record now. Yeah,
So
technically.
you should be telling me.
Oh,
So you should be telling me you're recording me before you actually make a conversation.
why is that?
Because public,
Hello.
Not very good, is it?
Oh, it's raining, isn't it?
you should be telling me that you're recording me.
I don't think that applies to me, my friend.
Anybody.
It's exempt.
Why are you exempt?
Anyway, can we
Why are you exempt from telling
from-
anybody?
GDPR
Yeah.
exempt from that?
Are you? So
Yeah.
So you must be the only exempt person in the country then. Is exempt.
No, there are certain exemptions when
And what are
filming.
they then?
One is public interest.
Yeah. So is this public interest?
Not you specifically, but the general video today has been, yes.
So why are you recording me? Why are you not telling me you're recording me?
Because I don't have to.
Well, I think you do.
I'm not here to have a conversation with you. Well, I don't know if you're the right person. I've came in
Right, go on.
to talk about the drone. The guy earlier said he's going to check with
Yeah.
some officer who may be working here today. come back and let me know the score. So I've been down, I've done a little flight while I was waiting, came back, obviously got another flight to do when it stops raining. So he said to come back in about half an hour. It's been about an hour, so I just thought I'd pop in and...
All right, so as far as I'm aware, this is all private land and you need permission from the owner to take off and
Yes,
land.
we went through that. My theory to him was if I go down on the bridleway by the bridge, if I stay there and I fly over from there, that's what he was unsure of. I thought I was okay lawfully, but he was unsure.
No, you're not. It's a permissive path.
Right. What's that mean in terms of...
Well, you should know if you know the law.
You're using a word there which I didn't use.
Well, the landowner has given permission for it to be used as a path.
Right.
And we can take that permission away from anybody.
Okay.
So we've got authority on that path. All right.
But,
and if we decide, or we've not decided, but there's no drones flying over here because this is private property.
you can't restrict the flying over. It's a case of where it's from, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, but if you're flying over crowds or private house.
The first part, I don't intend to go over the market.
Yeah.
There's no need. I'm not interested in that.
Right, so where are you flying at?
House.
You can't fly over a house.
Over the house, round the house.
You don't have the owner's permission to fly
the tower
over the house.
and the river.
It's all private.
My friend, I get it's private here on the land,
Yeah.
but the airspace is public.
Yeah, but you're flying over public.
What do you mean?
And you should be blowing out faces if you're flying over public.
Oh, from the drone, you won't see faces from the drone. No. Like, that's
Well,
too
we
high.
need to see that footage, and we'll decide
Sure, if you want.
if you're breaking any GDPR laws.
Well, I won't be because there's an exemption, but I can show you. I can show you a quick.
Exemption? You're telling me there's an exemption, but
Okay.
what's the exemption?
When I came earlier and I spoke to some people down there, not this guy, they objected to the drone. They tried to stop me.
Right.
So that is public interest. Because if another person comes and says, "Hi guys, I'm going to fly my drone today from the main road,"
Yeah.
they need to know, don't they? They need to learn
Yeah.
the people that come in. So the video is like an education to people watching of what happens if we try and fly the drone in an area where
I can understand
it's a grey area, right?
if you want to go on the road, but I guarantee if you fly over this house, you won't be in line of sight of the drone, will you?
It depends where from. From the
Well, that small-sized drone,
Yep.
there's no way you'll see it from the road. There's no way you'll be able to see that drone from here.
The aircraft, the road was a example.
Yeah.
The bridleway down there is where I'm going to fly from today. But I mean, generally, people can fly over from public, can't they? Where public is for them to determine, right?
Yeah, but then you're going into privacy laws.
Oh, what you about, mate?
Then you're going into privacy laws, aren't you?
No.
Yes.
Why?
There's no point saying no.
I know I'm
You're
right.
Your privacy laws.
Hold on, let me show you.
Me coming into your house and taking pictures of your actual house. You look out the
I get
window.
it. But
There's people in this house. This
But-
is a house. Somebody lives in this house.
okay, but it has public access today,
Yeah, but
meaning there's a lower expectation of privacy for that person living in the house.
well, it's not.
'Cause I'm not going into the house.
But you're flying
In
over
fact-
the house. You're
Over.
looking into windows.
I didn't say that, did I?
Well, how do we know you're
Shall I
not?
show you how high I was earlier? You can judge from that then yourself whether there would be. There we go. It's an example.
Yeah.
That's quite low, to be fair. If I go, oh, wrong one.
Well, there you go. There you go. You're breaking the civil aviation rules out already.
That's probably as low as I
You've
went.
just
Why?
admitted.
Go on.
You've just
That's
admitted.
probably about the height.
You've just admitted
Go on.
that part there was pretty low.
I'm allowed to go as low as I want, mate. But I'm
No,
saying
you
that's the
can't.
lowest I went.
You can't go as low as you want.
Of course I can.
You've been a
Granted,
drone-
if I was here, it'd be a bit stupid, wouldn't it? But
well,
above roof height is generally the.
no. What is a legal?
Are you
what's
happy?
Legal height?
Or-
What was the legal height? No, I'm not happy.
That's pretty much how close I've been.
Yeah, but they're onto private windows.
Can you see anything through the windows?
I'm not looking
No,
at it.
you can't, can you?
But irrespective of you can see or not.
point-
You cannot
That
point it.
camcorder on.
I've explained to him my body camera is on all day.
Yeah, he doesn't have. Apparently, he's exempt from telling us anything.
No, I just turned up and he was right here, so I said hello, and he said, "Is your body camera recording?" I said, "Yes, it is."
Yeah, but
In case something happens,
as soon as you speak
Which-
but as soon as you speak to me,
Yeah.
before we even have a conversation, you should be telling me. I must warn you that you're being recorded.
the thing is, my friend,
It's really simple. You
go on.
You can record without sound, and you can record sound without pictures, but not together without asking permission or letting us know. And you are
I've never heard of that one, my friend. I've heard of
well,
GDPR where
that is GDPR.
you need to
I'm
know if
quoting
you're being
GDPR
recorded and you need to know how to get a copy of the footage.
And
Yeah.
you have not informed us, have you?
Yeah.
So how do we get a copy
Did you
of the
inform
footage?
me? Did you inform me that you're recording me?
For my video today,
Did you inform me that I was being recorded?
No.
Right. So let's start with that. You're flying a drone over a private house.
Can we focus on the drone? Because the recording of you is nothing to do with the drone. I'm here for the drone. Like,
Right, how do we get a copy of that footage then?
if you wanted a copy of that,
Yeah.
you could request it
Okay.
from the data controller, which would be me.
Right.
However, as the exemption applies, I would just reply to your email saying the exemption applies.
What exemption?
Public interest.
Right. Well, if you give me your details then, and we'll write to you.
It's not for me to give you that.
You just said
If you feel like you need a copy,
Yeah.
and you feel like I should be abiding by GDPR,
Yeah.
you make the necessary investigations when you see the video, if you
No,
see the video.
Before the video goes out, we'll write to
But
you.
hold on,
How do we get a copy of it then?
you're presuming
Yeah, but how do we get a copy of this video?
I do not need to provide you access to that.
You do, as
Because
a data controller under GDPR.
Yes,
You do.
Usually, that's correct. If you had a body camera on or the CCTV here, that's
You
correct.
keep
Yes.
changing the rules here.
There's an exemption. I fall under that exemption.
What
Public
exemption?
interest. Okay, let's start again. Can I fly the drone over the house?
No.
Right. Lawfully, I can.
No.
No,
We just told you no.
it's an example. There's the public interest. I'm saying I can, and you're trying to say I can't.
Well, okay, what public interest is there then?
A drone flyer may want to fly his drone over this house. He may come along, let you know, and you say no, and he walks off and doesn't do it.
Exactly.
I'm showing him that it can be done lawfully, and that you guys need to know it can be done lawfully. Public interest.
Yes.
That's
You're
it.
not doing it lawfully, though, are you?
How am I breaking the law? If I fly over this, well, I have flown over the house.
Yeah.
How have I broken the law? What have I done wrong?
Well, looking into private windows.
I just showed you the video.
And you've just shown me it, and you've just admitted that you are a bit low.
No, I said here I was low.
Oh.
As in, that's the lowest I went.
So we want a copy of that video. We'll take your details, and we'll get our marketing department to write to you.
Well, that's
And
gone
ask for-
bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys have any preference on the music that I put with the drone footage? Any particular
We'd like to see it first. Before
like vibe, like
we'd to
horror,
see- We'd like to
thriller?
see it first.
or more of a what do you call it? Like a
We'd like to see
Beautiful, friendly kind of
We'd like
music.
to view the footage first.
right. I
Before
have
you-
showed you a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Which
So we're going to take your details. Yeah. And then our marketing
think-
suite will write to you.
I think
Yeah.
it's unreasonable to take details. Do you think?
I think it's totally reasonable. It's you that's asking.
Do you want us to stand in there?
Yeah,
You
sure.
guys are getting wet, aren't you? I can see your head's getting wet.
Tell you what, I'll get a pen
No,
and
I'm
paper.
not coming in. I'll just stand here,
I'll
just
get
to
a
save
pen
you
and
getting
paper.
wet, guys.
I'll get a pen and paper and I'll get your details, right?
I'm not happy about that
What?
because I don't need to provide you details. I've came in to let you know what I'm doing, which is more than most people do.
And we said you can't do it.
But I can do it lawfully. I can.
Well, I'll take your details. Then.
Is there a
okay?
are you in charge?
Well, go 50-50 then. I'll take your details. All right?
And I can fly the drone.
Confirm your details. No, you're flying the drone.
No, I've got a third. I've done two. I've got one last one when it stops raining.
Well, we're telling you not to fly drones.
But I'm saying I want to. I can, lawfully. So I came in to kind of tell you guys I can do it. I want to educate you today that drones over this house are allowed to happen. You know that. You were nice earlier.
I'd like to think I'm nice all the time.
You know it, yeah, but you've came back out and been a bit, you know.
You're actually flying a drone above a private property. Now, if you want me to give you a personal example, I would be incredibly unhappy if somebody is flying a drone across my backyard when my wife is sunbathing. This weather, maybe not.
That's an example.
This
This is a public open building.
It's not a
Public grounds.
It's a private house. With
there
a
are
private garden.
People here, my friend.
Private house with a private garden where a private family stays, and they're entitled to their privacy.
They are.
You are not entitled to take pictures of them.
Have I taken pictures of them?
You have with your drone.
The drone's been above the house.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
Doesn't matter. You are taking pictures of private property with your camera.
That's allowed. Come on, David. You know better than this. I haven't came in to argue with you, but I'd like to fly my drone for the third time.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying you can't do it.
Okay.
That's it.
If I do crack on
You
and
can't do it without permission. You've not been given permission. The bridle way is permissive. You're effectively breaking GDPR regs by not telling me you're being recorded.
privacy exemption, my friend.
I don't accept your privacy exemption.
Okay,
By all
I'll
means, you head to Mr. Google. I don't accept it.
show. Well, you don't accept the public interest.
I accept the fact that a family here is entitled to the privacy of their own home.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
So why are you
Right.
taking pictures of it?
Just for your information, I'm now recording this conversation. Okay?
Oh, thanks for telling me. How do we get a copy of your footage? Is there a
Right to
email
Chats-
address?
Right to Chatsworth House.
No rules.
Marketing suite. What's your name?
I don't think I'm going to give you any details, mate.
Why?
I don't need to. What for? What are you going to do with it?
Well, we've got to apply for a copy of the footage. So how do we do that then?
Okay, I believe I'm exempt, so therefore I'm not going to give you access to a copy of that.
Well, I don't believe you're exempt. So you're going to give me a copy of the
I was going to show your colleague that I am actually exempt. Can I show you?
Right.
I'll try and show you. I'm not sure how easy it will be to find, but hopefully quite quick. But I believe I'm exempt, so I'm not going to give you these details and then
Right.
down the line think, hold on, I shouldn't have given him those details.
So we can agree to disagree.
It's too late then, isn't it?
We think you shouldn't be recording on a
I'll
drone.
just phone the police.
All right.
You rang the police?
We think we
Did he
think.
say calling the police?
Yeah, was it? He wants to phone the police.
Why is he calling the police for?
We think you shouldn't be flying drones. Okay.
All right, mate.
And you think you should be. So we agree to disagree. We have told you our point of view.
I'm happy to talk to you, mate, but if he's calling the police, I'll just wait for them, because he's escalating, isn't he?
Right. We can cancel the police.
Yeah, cancel the police.
Right. Well, so what's your name? So
GDPR.
we can get a copy of the footage then.
Why is it you're focusing on the footage? I'm focused on the drone.
Yeah, I'm focused on the footage of the drone.
But the drone,
Is making footage of a private property. And you're taking off the private property.
but even if I did take off on private property, which I didn't, what's that got to do with GDPR? And you're requesting a copy?
Well, you've not got permission to fly on private property, have you?
But GDPR applies to people, right? So if I captured your image, then you could be entitled to a copy of your image.
Yeah.
But the drone?
But how do we know you've not captured anything in the house?
Well,
By
but
looking at
you don't know that. So
Exactly. So we want to see the footage. Then.
okay, point being, I'm exempt, mate. I'd like to prove it to you, but
How do
know.
How do you prove it?
I'm going to stand over here.
How do you prove it then?
Well, the exemption is there by law. I'm going to show you the.
If you can't prove it to me today, then you shouldn't be flying.
There are many exemptions to general data there,
Yeah.
right? And then scroll down to there, national or public interest. You see it?
Yeah. So what is this
But
public
the
interest?
public interest is you're restricting illegal activity, or trying to.
No, it's not.
I know you're not going to physically stop me, but you're trying to
As
stop
far
me.
as we're concerned, it's not lawful activity.
So there's an education here to take place, isn't there? Be it by me or by the police. I don't know who, but
Well, what I suggest you do is you go away, right? We'll do our homework, you do your homework. We'll write to you, asking for a copy of this footage.
I've done my homework,
Well,
and I'm here to conduct my lawful activity. And if you're not aware of that,
Clearly, you've not done your homework because you tell me that you're recording straight away.
I'm here to do the drone.
Exactly.
The drone is legal to take off from the public pathway,
It's not.
go over the private property, and land back on the public pathway.
But you're over private property.
Yes.
Do you fly over people's houses?
I don't really fly in residential areas often.
So what's the difference between this house and your house, apart from the size?
Quite a bit. My house is not open to the public.
And now neither is the private side of this house.
No, but parts of it are.
Yes, but you're found on the private side.
That's why am I here? Why are you here?
You're found on the private side.
I don't know where the private side is, do I?
Well, then you should do your homework first, then, don't you?
Whereabouts is it? And I can let you know if I've flown near
I'm
it.
not telling you. If you want to find out where you can fly drones, you write to our marketing department.
Okay.
All
But
right?
do you understand that the airspace here is publicly open, so anybody can fly over?
And you've admitted to me, and you've shown me the footage, that you're below the 200 metres height?
Did I mention a number? No.
No, because you probably don't know.
I said to you, when it came on the screen, it was quite low. I said, that's the lowest I've been there.
Well, that is low.
It was out here, behind the car park.
You're still low, and you're still above the public, aren't you?
It wasn't above the public, no, but
It was above the public.
the drone was probably where that coach is.
You're still, because you don't know where the drones are going to drop, do you, if it drops?
It may well have been over where people can go, yes.
Yeah. Well then.
Lawful.
So
It's lawful.
it's not lawful.
Over a crowd is illegal.
This is a crowd.
I don't think it would be classed as a crowd here, but I haven't gone over them for that reason.
So
It's not safe.
So a market, Christmas market, is not a crowd. So you wouldn't say this is a crowd?
In terms of drone law, I would say no, but I didn't fly over those people anyway.
What is the drone law? What the drone law?
There's no number specified, but a group of people that can't quickly move out of the way.
And I would say this is a crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here now is getting. I wouldn't fly over these people,
So that's the second.
Personally, I
law-
wouldn't-
that's the
I wouldn't fly
second
over
law you've
people.
breached then.
but I haven't flown over there. Why are these people here?
I've seen the footage. You have flown over here.
Did I turn the camera down?
Doesn't matter. You're still flying over.
The drone was
Right,
probably
you're
where
gonna
that coach is
you're gonna
now.
Give me your details.
I'm not going to give you the details, I'm afraid, my
Okay
friend.
then.
I'm going to go back down there.
You're not flying the drone.
I'm going to take up there,
No. You're not
bring
flying a drone
it, bring it
because
across.
it's private land. You can't fly. There we go. It's a stalemate, okay? You're not giving me the details.
But the public
You're
interest is there now because you're trying to stop me doing this, mate. Why are you trying to stop me?
Because it's a private house. That's all I'm saying. It's a private house and you're over crowd.
I haven't been over the crowd.
You've shown me the footage, you have.
Was the camera pointed straight down?
It doesn't matter where the camera's pointing. It's the fact the
I'm
drone
saying
is over.
if the camera would have turned down vertically, it wouldn't have been here.
It doesn't matter where the camera's
Of course it
going.
matters.
It's where the drone is. If
Exactly.
That drone drops out of the sky and lands on the
My
crowd,
point being, if the camera's facing forward,
Yeah.
you're going to see the house. If the camera would have been pointing down, it would show you where the drone is above. Right? The drone was not above here. It was probably over there by the coach.
and you're still above the crowd.
when you look on the video,
that drone could drop anywhere.
It does look a lot closer when you look at the video. That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
I'll tell if you're not giving the details.
I can't give details because
Right.
it goes against what I do. Okay?
Well, you're the data controller, and for us to get a copy of this is the duty manager, by the way,
Hello. How you doing?
and we're all being recorded. I'm recording him, he's recording me.
Having a recording match.
We want a copy of that footage.
Yep.
And how do we get it? We go to you to get it. So I'm asking you for your details so we can have a look at the footage.
If the video is ever made public
Yeah?
and you see it, there is contact on there for you to request if you want to do that.
All right.
However, I believe I'm exempt.
Well,
But there is a contact on there.
well, that's where we're different. We believe you're not exempt. We believe you shouldn't be flying over the house because it's a private
Okay.
house. You shouldn't be flying over the crowd, which I've seen. And you shouldn't be flying over without our permission.
The crowd
Yeah?
is wrong, but the rest of it, yep, it's true.
Okay then. So I'm asking you not to fly today.
What's your view on this?
So we don't accept drones at Chatsworth without our prior permission and approval, and then they are our own for marketing purposes.
I've said to your colleagues, I don't know if you've heard, I'm going to launch it, and I have launched it already today from the public bridleway. Not here, I'm not going to do it here. So I'll be physically on public land. Access, whatever you want to call it.
It's a permissive path.
The drone will go up and across. That's essentially what I'm getting at.
It's a permissive path and you cannot fly over the private house. There's parts of this house, yes, that are open to the public.
Yep.
There's parts of this house that are private. And you don't know what's
If you tell me where to avoid, I can avoid that.
I'm not telling you. If you want to find out what's a private, you're right into Chatsworth.
And you get our permission.
But
But you've not got our permission, sir. So that's the end of this conversation.
I don't mind the conversation finishing, my friend, but I am going to launch the drone down there.
Right, can you give me your name then?
We're in a stalemate here, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to give a name because
So why would you not do that?
how will it help you if I do that?
Why would you? Because we're not happy that you are refusing to accept our processes and procedures regarding the drone.
Yeah.
And that is that we don't accept drones over the house or the private gardens or the private households.
Chatsworth House cannot restrict what flies over. That's the long and the bottom of it. The long and the short of it, sorry. And I'm here to fly the drone, but I am also here to, if you restrict it, which you're trying to let you know that, it can happen. Anybody can do it. As long as it's lawful. That's the thing. It's lawful.
And you've showed me three parts of the footage.
You are a police officer, aren't you?
showed
You're
two-
talking like an officer, you are.
You've showed me 3 parts of the footage.
Sorry, don't mind me.
Hi, I'm
Dave,
sorry.
can you speak to my colleague? You've shown me 3 parts of the footage that
Yeah.
are unlawful.
Yeah.
You've not.
The crowd,
First of all, the crowd.
you don't know where the drone was at that point, but the rest of it,
It was above there.
no, it wasn't.
You should show me. You should show me footage. I'm not going to.
And it was nowhere near this busy when I was here. I'll tell you that. Why wasn't it earlier? For that reason.
full of a private house,
Yes, it was.
okay, which is looking into private windows.
And is that a law being broken there? It's not a law being broken there.
privacy law.
Is it illegal?
Yeah. And you've not told me that you're filming me when I first encountered the conversation.
So your issue is mainly the GDPR, isn't it?
Yeah. You're breaking it all the time.
Do you agree with that?
Right? And when you
Or-
drive in, there's a sign saying no photography for commercial use.
I did actually see that, but I didn't drive in today. I walked in
Right.
across the hill.
So
I
you
did.
were-
I did see the sign.
So you were aware of the sign then?
So photos of the house are allowed, no matter where.
No?
So what about if I go and take a photo of wherever this private part is? I don't know where it is,
Yeah.
but what if I go and take a photo of there, and you go, oh, he's taking a photo of the private part.
Well, lots of people do.
So what's the issue?
Well,
I don't get it.
well, if there's no issue, and we look at if there's no issue, after we look at footage, then we'll get back to you. Then.
I just showed you some of it. I didn't.
Yeah.
So if there is no issue, why
Yeah.
would you not share your details and information if you're doing this for totally public reasons
Yeah.
and nothing else? Why would you not be willing to share us your details?
It's private details, isn't it? It's private.
Well, exactly.
I think you've just.
What's your name and
contradicted
address?
yourself.
You're not going to give it to me, are you?
I
Because
think you've just. I have no problem letting you know that I'm the duty manager here at Chatsworth.
no, but you're in a work capacity now, so you should probably give me that and a first name. But if I give you my first and last name, and what do you want? An address or what do you want?
A contact details so we can get the footage.
If I give him that, that's my private details being given out,
Well,
right?
there you go then. It's a,
No, but-
it's a private house.
But I'm not taking their name and address, am I?
Yeah, but you're
Come on.
You're invading the privacy.
I think we're never going to agree, are we, for the drone to go up?
No, we're not going to give you permission to fly a drone over Chatsworth, over the private parts of the house, or the house full stop, because that is, that's our policy.
I know you
And
can't
we'll
give
not
permission.
do-
I know you can't officially give permission, but you could say, if you're on the public land, we can't stop you flying it. Because then another drone flyer might come and you go, well, we can't stop you. We'd rather you don't do it.
But where's the public land? There's no public
Well,
land
they'd have to
anywhere.
find that, wouldn't they? For me, the bridleway, in my head, it's public, accessible path.
No.
It says public pathway on the wooden stick.
What I suggest you do is, if we can't agree to disagree today,
Yeah.
all right, and you leave the land.
I don't mind leaving the land. I only came in to
You
talk
don't
to you.
fly anymore.
I have to do one more flight. I've got 2 batteries done, 1
You
left.
don't have to do it, do you?
I'll show you.
There's nobody saying you must.
I've got. No, but I've travelled a long way.
Yeah.
So I've used 2 of those.
Well,
I've got 1 left.
well, sorry you've wasted your time.
20 minutes.
Sorry you've wasted your time. Okay. And that's where we stand. There's no drone flying over Chatsworth House. Or Cowden.
And if I just go and quickly do 1 more flight, what happens? What are the consequences?
Well,
I don't want to piss you off, but I've got to do it.
why have you got to do it?
I've travelled a long way. And I've done.
I don't know who you're working for.
Who am I working for?
Yeah.
It's obviously
Why have you got to do it? The only person making that decision is you.
Yeah, but if you travelled however long to do something and you were
Told you
interrupted
don't do it
halfway
because-
through,
it's obviously for commercial gain then.
Can we help?
To the guard.
monetisation on the internet, probably, if it goes out.
Right, what do you
So
call
I would earn money from it, yes.
what you called on internet?
If it goes out, you'll see.
I'm not going to call the internet.
No, I'm saying if you see the video, if it goes out, then
Well, what's your name? So we can have a look at it.
I'm so keen on getting my details, I don't get it.
Because we want to see the footage. And if we don't agree with it,
Yeah, but
then the marketing department will be on. We can contact you.
I'm getting tired of this conversation, my friend,
All right.
because you keep asking for my details again and again and again, and it's annoying me a little bit. This gentleman hasn't been too bad.
All right.
Maybe why he's the manager, but I know I get you saying no.
That's going to help you, young man.
No, but I get you saying no because you have to say no, but
Absolutely.
you haven't made any unreasonable demands. Look, details is a bit far for me. No?
Well, flying over private house is a bit far for us.
I don't need your details if you leave. If you decide, why you've got to take a third drone footage is beyond me.
Because I came in to do a flight. The 2 batteries have been. I'm just getting my camera out for the. I've done 2 in the sun. It started to rain, so I thought, well, while it's raining, I'll go in and let them know because he said come back in half an hour. Came back. This gentleman was here to talk to me, and now the sun's back out. I've got 1 left to do. I didn't manage to get it all done with the 2 batteries. It's a big place, isn't it? A battery only lasts 20 minutes, so it was.
But all of this conversation,
Not being rude, I'm just going to go on. Going to get a shot at that in a minute. Do they land here or? No. I thought it was an army one. It's not. Yeah. So the flight when I edited it together, there's a few parts missing. I haven't got. The 3rd battery wasn't enough to do that.
What have you not got?
Just certain areas I haven't flown around yet.
Which areas?
Well, probably everywhere, but nowhere. I've done here.
Yeah.
Probably going to be by the river, by the gold window area. If you know where that is.
Gold window?
Like right at the far end of the house from here,
No. That's above that.
where the light show is on the end. That spot. Batteries don't last long, so I've done what I've got. Got a bit left. It rained, so I thought I'd come in, have the conversation before I do the last one. That's it. But if you're not going to
Allowed you.
understand
Ready to go.
that I can, then I'm going to have to just go and do it anyway. But I don't want to be interrupted or have drones taken off me or anything like that. You know, I've had it happen.
Well, you give us your details then.
I can't do that, mate.
You can't fly.
You give me your name and address, and I'll give you mine.
You've got my name. You don't need my address. You've got my name. You don't need my address. But we need your details so we can look at the footage.
I can show you it now if you want.
I don't want to see it.
No.
It's not my decision what's going up and what's not.
Okay.
It's our marketing department to do that.
If I leave the land and go on the public right away by the bridge, is there going to be an issue? Am I going to be bothered
You
again?
cannot fly a drone over Chatsworth House and film private areas. So if you go over the land and over the path and fly your drone in the distance over the fields over there, well, that's nothing to do with us.
No, but you know what I'm going to... If I know why I'm here, right? Come on.
So
I'll go down by the bridge
this
and I'll...
decision is not going to change.
What I'm getting at is, if I go and do it anyway, I've explained to you it's lawful, but you're not willing to sort of accept that.
In your view, it's lawful. In our view,
I can show you if you want.
no, I'm not.
I can show you the law on the CIA website.
Yeah, but we, as far as we're concerned, you're flying over a private house.
That's allowed to happen. It is. I can fly over your house if I want to, but
Under privacy
there'd be no
laws.
reason to.
And I can ask for your details.
If I go off the land, down there by the bridge, public pathway sign, I go there, I'll take off there, bring the drone across, what will happen? I don't want to go and do that, and then you guys come running down to me, and, you know, I'm flying then, aren't I? I can't talk, really. You're not going to, like, do anything silly, that's what I'm getting at.
We're not going to get anywhere.
You've done what you
Why
can.
don't you just leave the land?
Well, I'm having a conversation with you at the moment, but I'm saying to him, I'm going to go now,
Yeah.
but I am going to launch it when the weather's a bit better. Okay, no. You're not going to come down and grab me or anything like that, right? I want to make sure. Because if I go down there and that happens, I'll wait.
All right, you wait.
So it'll be finished?
It's going to be a long day for you.
Why is it going to be a long day?
You'll be waiting a while. So,
What do you mean?
need to make that decision. We're not going to give you permission to fly
I know you
that
can't give
over the
permission,
house. So
but if I go and crack on, it's not going to have a dire consequences of
then
you're going to come in.
flying a drone over Chatsworth without our permission, and we don't.
I'm okay with that risk.
And if it gets uploaded on YouTube,
Of course it
you'll
will.
be hearing from our marketing.
Of course it will, if I get some decent footage, but it goes in your favour.
What place?
It makes the place look beautiful. You know, it's great.
The place doesn't need drones.
We have our own marketing team that deal with that.
Okay. I'm saying it's not a negative if the video goes out. It's only going to be a positive.
It's not in our eyes.
Are you a marketing expert?
No?
So,
Are you?
no, I'm not marketing expert, no.
There you go then.
But I guarantee you the footage will only go in your favour. It won't go in a negative way. I know that much.
Well, we'd like to see it before it goes out.
Okay. I've showed you a bit. Didn't have to.
Our
I did.
marketing would like to see it. And so if you give me your details, I'll pass on to your marketing and they'll get in contact with you. Yeah?
I'm going to go down there now. Okay.
See,
No, but you keep on repeating it. I don't want to drag it out.
and you keep on
I'm going to go out on the public pathway where I believe to be public.
You keep on deflecting that
Yeah.
question.
You said I'm
every,
gonna-
every time you're wrong, you keep on deflecting.
I'm not wrong, my friend. I'm exempt from the GDPR.
Yeah.
You can fly over private property all day long.
And I would like that footage that you've got of me as well.
There's an exemption to that. Public interest. You're trying to restrict a lawful activity at the moment.
It's not lawful. And in our eyes, it's not lawful.
You may believe it to be unlawful.
And you believe it's lawful, and I don't.
Call the police for some advice. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I will do. But if you give me your details,
I don't need to because I know that it's
Right.
lawful and I know there's a public interest here, so therefore I know I'm exempt.
okay.
Sorry to decline that for you.
Okay.
I'm going to go now.
All right, we'll agree to disagree.
I am going to be by the bridge. I'll be about 20 minutes, half an hour flying, and I'll be finished. And after that, I'll be gone anyway. That's it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And nice to meet you. Okay? Bye. guys, the drone is back on the floor and we're leaving here today, Chatsworth, for the second time. So we are going to leave. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.